and welcome to today's practice, which is going to be a nice heart-opening flow. This movement always just makes me feel really good. So we're going to be doing a lot of that today. When you're ready, unroll your mat and we're going to start standing today. So come to stand right at the front of your mat and think about just evenly distributing the weight across all four corners of your feet. So if you take a moment just to check how your weight is sitting, you don't want it sitting too far forward or too far back, but just very evenly across the front and the back of your feet. Keep your toes nice and spread. Bring your hands by your sides with your palms facing forward. You want to just keep your belly kind of tucked in a little. And then you can go ahead and soften your gaze so that maybe your eyes will close. And take a moment just to feel the weight of your body on the mat, pressing in through your feet. Notice your breath moving through your body. The inhale drawing up from the soles of your feet, energizing you right through to the crown of your head. And the exhale pressing down all the way through you, grounding you down, giving you more balance, more support. Go ahead and take a big breath in through your nose. Clear it out through your mouth. One more breath in through your nose. Out through the mouth. And then you can just begin to flutter your eyelids open. On your next inhale, reach your hands up over your head and bring them together at your heart center. Again, reach your hands up over your head and bring them together. Reach your hands up. And this time you'll bring them to your sides in this kind of L-shaped position, spreading your fingers nice and wide and drawing your shoulder blades together so that your chest kind of puffs out a little bit. You'll take a breath in and spin your chest open to the sky, drawing your shoulder blades together, maybe letting your head drop as well, if that's okay for your neck. And then as you exhale, pull in through your belly button, round through your spine, and begin to draw your palms together. Press your forearms together and up and away from you, stretching through the upper back. Breathe in and open up. Puff out your chest, send it up nice and high, lifting it towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, draw your navel in, curl through the spine. Round it out, press your forearms, press your palms together, and then push them up and away. Breathe in and open up. Exhale, round it down, curling through the spine. Last one, make it a big one. Feel free to send your hips back now as you puff out your chest. Maybe take a small bend at the knees. And then curl your belly button in towards the spine, round through it. Come back to center with your palms facing forward. Take a breath in and reach your hands up overhead. Then take a forward fold. Here if you're still a bit tight through the back of your legs for today. Take a breath in and grow nice and long through your spine. Then drop your hands to the floor and step back to a kind of high plank position. Drop your knees to the floor and lower your chest all the way down. And you're going to bring your hands just underneath your shoulders And then you're going to tuck the top of your hands into your shoulders, squeezing your elbows and your upper back together. And you're going to take a big breath in and lift up through your chest. Keep the squeeze of those elbows. And then lower on the exhale. Breathe in, open up. Exhale and lower. Breathe in, open up. Press your pubic bone into the ground and dig in with your big toes. Exhale, lower. Last time, make it a big one, lifting up through the chest, squeezing your upper back together. And lower. Bring your palms a little bit further out, maybe one hand space from your shoulders, and send your middle finger out about 45 degrees, stacking your elbow over your wrist. Breathe in and press into the ground to help curl you up. And you may collapse through the shoulders a little bit here, that's fine. But see if you can breathe some space just into your lower back. Take one breath in, and then you can start to lower your belly towards the ground. And then go ahead and press into the floor to find your way back to child's pose. Take a breath in now and start to curl through the spine, rounding your way forward, tucking your chin, really exaggerate the movement, coming forward into this kind of lazy up dog. So your legs are relaxing on the floor, but your chest has still got that lifted and openness to it. Take a big breath in, send the crown of your head up, and as you exhale, pull your belly button into your navel, send your hips back into child's pose. Take a breath in and round through the spine, tucking your chin, coming forward. Let out the breath. Inhale to find some openness through your chest, lift through the crown of your head, and then exhale to send yourself back into child's pose. Again, inhale, round forward. Exhale, ground down. Inhale for the lift and the openness. Exhale to send it back. Breathe in, round forward, and this time curl your toes behind you. Exhale to ground down. Inhale, lift up into full up dog, so you're bringing your legs up off of the floor. And then as you exhale, see if you can drag your hips behind you, coming into down dog. Take a breath in and round forward, coming into up dog. Exhale to ground into the pose. Breathe in. Exhale, send your hips back behind you, let the rest of your body follow. Breathe in, round forward. Press up onto your heels first, so you start the movement from your feet. And then the hips drop. Exhale, ground down. Breathe in. Press your hips back, down dog. Again, round forward. Exhale for the pose. Breathe in. And then send your hips back. Wiggle your left foot a little bit towards your right so that your right foot can lift. Send it up nice and high. Press the heel up far away from you. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, come up onto your left tiptoes so you can draw your right knee into your chest. Step it through. And then you'll drop your left knee to the floor, but keep the left toes curled. Find your way up into a lunge. Bring your hands up overhead. And then exhale them to that kind of goddess pose. On your next inhale, you can straighten up through that left leg, coming into a high lunge. And then take a breath in and spin your chest open just as we did before. And as you exhale, you're going to sweep your hands forward like you're gathering up a bunch of tomatoes or something. So gather them up and then take a breath in, spin your chest nice and open towards the sky. Keep this left thigh very active the whole time, by the way, and you're pressing this heel forward. Exhale, sweep. Breathe in and open up your chest to the sky. Exhale, sweep. In and open. And sweep. In and open. Last one, make it a big one. And then you'll bring your hands down to the floor. Frame your foot with your hands and step it back, high plank. Send your hips back. Take a breath in, step your feet towards your hands, and you'll take Ragdoll Pose. Bring your hands to the floor with your palms facing up. Bend at your knees and hang heavy here. And then bend even deeper through your knees to curl up to standing on the inhale. Take a breath in, reach your hands up overhead. And together at your heart center. Inhale and reach up. Exhale to fold. Lift up halfway. And then drop your hands to the floor. Step back to that high plank. Send your hips back, down dog. Move your right foot in a little bit towards your left. Lift up through the left leg. Keep the pinky toe pointing down. Press into the mat, push it away. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, come onto the right tiptoes. Draw your knee into your chest, step it through. Lower the right knee. Your hands come up overhead, low lunge. Keeping the right toes curled. Breathe in and let your breath propel you up, strengthening through that right leg as you come up. Keep pressing your right heel forward, staying active through the front of the right thigh. Cactus your hands. Breathe in, open up your chest. Exhale, sweep forward for the tomatoes or mangoes or whatever you want in life. Breathe in, open up. Exhale, sweep it forward. In and up. Do puff out your chest or your shoulder blades together. Sweep. In and up. Sweep. And up. And then you can drop your hands. Step that foot back to a high plank. Send your hips up first. Let the rest of your body follow. Back to down dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Step your feet towards your hands. Hang heavy, Ragdoll Pose. Breathe in now, bending deeper at the knees to rise up to standing. Bring your hands overhead and together at your heart center. Take a breath in and reach your hands up overhead. Exhale and fold down. Lift up halfway, long through the spine. Drop your hands to the floor, step back, high plank, and then send those hips back. Move your left foot a little bit in, lift up through the right. Let's add on. Exhale, draw your knee into your chest. Step it through and keep the left knee lifted now. We'll go straight into the high lunge. Bring your hands overhead. And then exhale them into Goddess. Inhale to open up through the chest, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale to sweep. Breathe in, open up. Exhale, sweep. Breathe in, open up. I'm going to shuffle back in case I come out of the shot. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, open up. And then this time you're going to move all the weight into your right foot, interlace your fingers behind you into a point, and send your weight forward into airplane pose. Keep your chest nice and lifted. Keep your gaze forward. Stay active through that left foot. Doesn't matter if you point it or flex it, but it's awake. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, release the left foot to standing. Breathe in, reach your hands up overhead. And together at your heart center. Reach your hands up overhead. Exhale for the fold. Inhale to lift. Drop your hands, high plank. Send your hips back, down dog. Left foot lifts. Exhale to step it through. And come all the way up into that high lunge. Hands overhead. Exhale them to goddess arms. Breathe in, open up your chest. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open up. Nice and big and strong and open. Exhale, reach. Far forward as you can. Inhale, open up. And then interlace your fingers behind your back, make a point. Move the weight into your left foot. Whoopsie. Come into airplane pose. Keep that right foot nice and lifted and awake. Keep pressing your palms together, staying open through your chest. One more breath. And then you can release to standing. Take a big breath in, reach your hands up overhead. And together at your heart center. Breathe in and reach up. And fold on the exhale. Lift up halfway. And then drop your hands to the floor. Step back. High plank. Send your hips back. Down dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Step forward to your hands, cross your ankles, and come to lie on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug. Release your feet to the floor. We'll take a shoulder stand now. So you have a few options. You can stay here with your feet overhead just like that, and your hands by your sides with your palms facing up. Stay here, that's cool. I like that actually. One of my all-time favorite poses. The other option is to send your legs up, and then you'll think about stacking your hips over your shoulders, and your voice might go a little bit funny. And push your feet up and away. And if you're here, you can also take plow pose, dropping your feet just behind your head. Maybe interlacing your fingers as well. Pressing your fingers and your forearms into the ground. Still sending your hips up and away. And then do take a hold of your hips to help guide them back down, so that we all end up just with our feet in the air. Release your feet. Send them out And we'll finish in Savasana. So I invite you just to lift each part of your body and place it down afresh, so there's no pinching anywhere. Letting your feet flop out to the sides and your bones be nice and heavy. Letting the ground just take you. Letting your breath come back to that steady kind of unconscious pace as it just comes and goes as it pleases. Just letting your body soak up all of the good things that you've just done. And guide your awareness now very gently back to the present. Maybe taking some small movements through your fingers and your toes. Let your head drop side to side. And then come to curl up on your right hand side. And then ever so slowly, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze lowered, find your way to seated. And bringing your hands together at your heart center. And your thumbs to your forehead. Namaste.